106 degrees, folks. It's a hot one. We're looking for hogs, so.
All right, Mirza, tell us what happened.
So it's hot. It's very
Yes,
hot.
it is.
I was sitting out there.
Well, friends, I bet right now my dad, if he were around, he'd be saying, "Son, what are you doing?"
Welcome to A Sportsman's Life. We're so glad you tuned in to join us for another exciting real-world outdoor adventure right here on A Sportsman's Life.
A 106 degrees, folks. It's a hot one. We're looking for hogs, so boat hunting here at the Buck and Bass Ranch. Just got in the stand, so it's going to be warm. We got plenty of hydration, so we're good. Our friend Mirza is a few thousand yards away hunting with his rifle, so we'll see what he does tonight. I fully suspect one of us will shoot a hog, so stay tuned here on Our Sportsman's Life. We're going to have some fun. I just got to try to stay cool. It's going to be hard. It's a warm one. Hot as fire. It's so hot.
But there's hogs here. Just gotta get them.
had to wait that young boar to get in front of the eyes of Mama. Didn't want to shoot her or the piglets, but the young boar in there, yeah, that's the one we wanted. And as soon as he got in front of her eyes, that kind of covered up my draw and allowed me to get a draw. So, ooh, that was close. I don't know. I think he's down over there. I hit him. Looked like I hit him really good. So Mirza's got one down. Looks like I may have one down as well. One with a gun, one with a bow. Oh, it's hot out here, so I'm just gonna wait about 5-10 minutes here, and then I'll sneak out of here, and we'll come back and look here in a bit here in our Sportsman's Life. Man, this is fun. Getting out here and doing this stuff, but you know, you got to be careful. It's very, very hot out here. It was 106 degrees today here, and I'm drinking lots of fluid and staying hydrated. So, what a fun night. All right. Wow, what a night in the blind. Got a text from Mirza. He's got one on the ground. I heard the shot, and then these fellas, came in. And I had to wait for the right shot. But it all worked out. Lots of fun. All right, get back to camp here, and then we're gonna do some recoveries. Oh, it's a good night. Taking home some pork chops. Always a good thing. Just wish it was 25 or 30 degrees cooler. But it's not. We're here in Texas. This is summer. I think the gearhead bow I have right here, this disruptor has done the job tonight, I'm pretty sure. Looked like he crashed back in there, but hard to tell. We'll get the real story when we get back. All right. Hang with me, folks. We'll be back here shortly on A Sportsman's Life. Time for a Gatorade.
Brought to you by Dallas Safari Club, Conservation, Education, and Hunter Advocacy. Hornaday, accurate, deadly, dependable. Taurus Firearms, maker of the Raging Hunter. Trigicon, brilliant aiming solutions.
All right, Mirza, tell us what happened.
So it's hot. It's very
Yes,
hot.
it is.
I was sitting out there next to a nice, what was it, an oak tree?
Yeah.
Nice big oak tree. And took my time. You guys will see in the video. About a group of 5 bruisers. I thought they were much bigger. Popped into that blind. Milled around, ate some. Waited to get a good shot and took it.
Yeah, I saw the blood driving up. It's like, holy cow. And he went, what, all of about 12 yards maybe?
Yeah.
Let's go check him out.
Fortunately, he didn't make it far.
Yeah. Oh, you can just see the sprayed blood right here. And just, yeah, he didn't go far at all. Well, we've got one of 2 down. See how quickly the flies get on him?
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't take long. That's why you got to get them out of here quick. It's in the summertime in this heat. You know what? You shot him in the heart there, dude, it looks like. It looks like a heart shot.
Is that his heart poking out?
Yeah.
Well, that means he died
It
quick.
could very well be part of his heart. You drilled him. All right. Yeah, let's load him up on the buggy. We got another one to go get. We need to get some more video and pictures. So, folks, we'll be back here on our Sportsman's Life. Nice job, my friend. Woo! Beautiful.
One hog down.
Yeah, one more to get.
Is that where you were?
Yeah, that's the blind I was in. So we got a pop-up blind there, and of course we got a ladder stand above it. So
That's a good shot.
perfect. So
Perfect shot.
yeah, it was about I'd say what? I think it's exactly 20 yards. He was literally standing right here.
You can see that they hit the feeder pretty
They
hard.
were hitting the corn, yeah. And he went like right straight down in that direction. He just shot straight down in there. The other ones turned and went north, went that way. But I think he's right down in there. So
Let's go see if we
if I'm
can
a
find
betting man, I'm thinking I got him. But look at this.
it. Uh-oh. That's a good sign.
Yeah, there's blood right there. I don't see. Oh yeah, there's blood right there. See it right there?
Yeah, one of these.
There's some right there. Yeah, he went right through there. So that's where he went. Take the easy way around there. I'm pretty sure he's just right in here. I could look for more blood.
In the bush right there?
Oh, it looks like it might be a stump in there, but I can't hardly tell, you know. You got to get in close almost to see. It's where he ran, right in here. So he could be way up in that thick stuff. You know, I always talk about staying on the blood, and that's a really good thing to do. But my gut tells me he's laying right in here, but my gut could be wrong. If that's the case, we go back and look for blood. But I just want to do a little search here just to make sure. I feel pretty confident he crashed in here. But that doesn't mean he didn't get up and run more. I certainly don't see him, do you?
No, I don't see anything dark. Is it a dark one?
Brownish.
Brownish?
Yeah, almost brownish. I'm just going to look in this thick stuff just to make sure, because I mean, they'll crash right down into this stuff and you won't hardly see them. Yeah, you never know. But I do not see him in there. Well, they crossed the road. Several hogs crossed it, and I don't know if they crossed here, but that's the best place to look, is just where they would have crossed, to see if you can find any blood. And there's a trail there. There's a real good trail right here. You just gotta look to see if there's any sign of blood. We found the last blood right where I saw him go into, and I have not seen where he crossed. But he crossed in here somewhere. So our blind is back up. There's the pop-up blind that our ladder stand sits right above. And I heard noise right back in here. And I've been... You got more blood? Yeah. Okay, we got more blood. We're gonna follow the trail. All right, hold tight. We'll be back.
Look at that speck.
Yeah, that's blood right there, sure enough. So he maybe went up that direction.
I mean, that's not him right there, is it? Or is that a log?
Looks like a log. Let's walk up that way.
All
All right. Hold tight, folks. We'll be back. Wow. Yeah, it's these kind of trails you just want to stay on and look just to see if you can find any blood. We are feverishly looking, but I'd say we got another hour of daylight, but boy, I sure like to find him. I just got this feeling he's in here. And it is warm. All right, the search continues. A little bit of blood right there. If you can see it, it's right there. Looks like there's a little right there as well. So we got a fence here. Neighboring property.
Do you think he crossed
They crossed in here. I never saw the one I shot cross, but as you can see, I wouldn't be able to see from where I'm at. But
There's a drop.
And there's some right there.
That's it. He went over there.
So he cut right through there. He crossed at the neighbor's fence right here, and well, no go. Our last drops of blood were right here, so
Right on the property line.
Yeah, we're not going to cross over. We're not going to do that.
All right, friends, we're back. Well, Mirza gets to drink from the boar goblet, and old Jeffrey here gets to drink from the goat goblet. Oh well, that's how it works here at the Buck and Bass Ranch. You shoot a boar, you drink out of the boar cup. You miss or don't recover, you drink out of the goat goblet. So that's what I'm drinking out of tonight, unfortunately. But nice little hog. This is yeah, probably 60 pounds or so. This will be a really, really good eating hog. This is perfect. So, what'd you shoot him with? That's a 45-70, right?
Yep, Henry 45-70.
Yeah, nice.
Does the job, folks.
Very nice. Well, we got some meat cut up. We went and looked for mine. It was a no-go, so we're going to get this one cleaned up. We got flies already coming in, and it's hot, so we got to take care of this meat. So thank you for joining us here on the Sportsman's Life, buddy. What a good hunt, huh?
Absolutely.
All right.
Not at all.
Let's get him cut up.
Sportsman's Life is also brought to you by the YO Steakhouse, Catch and Release Apparel, AGM Global Vision, H3 Whitetail Solutions, and Pyramid Air.
This is your fishing tip on a Sportsman's Life.
we're going to take a trip back in history. Do you know before our fancy graphite rods, the forerunner to that was fiberglass, that fishing poles were made out of steel? Check this out. This is a fishing rod made out of steel. And check out this fishing line. Can you see that? It's Dacron nylon. It's just black. It's not monofilament. Looks like a fly line. But this is what our granddads used to fish with. Now, here is a down rod for an offshore boat. How would you like to catch a 200-pound tuna on this puppy? This is what they use. Can you imagine? Wow. So that's your down rod. Now, I guess about 70 years ago, fiberglass came out. Here's one of the very first fiberglass rods. They look weird, don't they? Just different. But this is what I grew up to. Now, can't leave out the old fly fisherman. Look at here. Steel rod, 10 foot long. First time I saw this reel, I thought it was a toy. They're making these things from the 1890s. Look at that. This is wild. But here's your fishing tip from Striper Express on a Sportsman's Life. Go catch a fish.
Well, good morning, friends. It's your old buddy Luke Clayton, and we are about to embark on a cooking segment that I think you're going to enjoy. I'm going to take you way back to about 1960 when I was a boy. My dad I was raised on a poultry farm. My dad raised 14,000 chickens every 9 weeks, so we had plenty of chickens. He was also an awesome barbecuer, but a far different method that he used back in the day. He would dig a pit in the ground about, 20 inches deep, put expanded metal over it, and cook a bunch of chickens. Obviously, we had plenty of chickens. But he made a barbecue sauce himself. He mixed it with a thin sauce. It wasn't the thick sauces like so many of us are accustomed to today. I found, this reminds me so much of the sauce that my dad made back in the 50s and early 60s. It's called Inky Joe's. And some friends of mine up near Greenville actually make this stuff. It's not your thick pasty sauce. I'm going to give you an up-close look at it later. It's a thin sauce. But the way my dad did chickens, he would always marinate them. He'd make the sauce, and it was like a marinade in a way, but it's a barbecue sauce. He would make that ahead of time and take those chickens and marinate them overnight in the refrigerator back in the day. Well, I've got a chicken. I had to try this, and I wanted to try to duplicate his method as closely as possible. So I marinated, cut a chicken in half. We're talking about cooking chicken halves, and then marinated it with the Inky Joe's barbecue sauce. You won't find this stuff on the stores. You have to order it from these folks, but I'll show you how to do that too. But I marinated, the chicken's been marinating overnight, and I've got a camp shelf. I think it's a Mountain Man's Grill. You'll see it in a little bit. I'm going to build a hardwood fire with hickory and oak, let it burn down to the coals. I'm not going to dig a hole in the ground like my dad used to do. He'd probably do it the way I'm doing it if he was around today. But we're going to cook it on this camp shelf, this grill, Mountain Man Grill, and I'm going to show you how we do it. I've got a homemade swab stick, if you will. That's what my dad called it. We'll put this sauce in a bowl and dip that swab stick in there and baste those chickens. So yeah, let's get going. I'll get the fire going over here, and I've got the chicken all marinated. We'll put it on there, and I'll take you back to yesteryear and show you how I used to have barbecue chicken when I was a boy. Well, friends, the first step in making some really good chicken halves to actually grilling them is to marinate them with a good old-fashioned barbecue sauce. This is Inky Joe's. It's got a funny name. I'm going to connect you with it before our little cooking segment is over. But we're going to put these chicken halves in the refrigerator overnight. You can see they have the sauce, the marinade, Inky Joe's, which is actually a barbecue sauce, but it's an old school barbecue sauce. My dad used to make some barbecue sauce that tasted very much and looked very much like Inky Joe's. It's not one of the thick pasty type sauces, But we're going to leave these chicken breasts in overnight, probably actually about 12 hours, and let them marinate. That is a key to making good grilled chicken halves. So we'll get these out in the morning and we'll put them on the grill and cook them. I think it's going to be some of the best barbecue chicken you've ever tasted. I only wish you could taste it. So the next order of business is to build a good hardwood fire. I've got some hickory and actually some oak underneath his Mountain Man grill, this Camp Chef. Now, I don't know if my dad honestly would have went for this setup or not. He would still might have preferred the pit in the ground to cook his chickens, but I do like the convenience of this Mountain Man grill by Camp Chef. Very, very handy. You can adjust the height up and down. So let's let this hardwood fire burn down the coals, and we will put our marinated chicken breast right on top of that Mountain Man grill, and we will start grilling some barbecue chicken. Well, friends, I bet right now my dad, if he were around, he'd be saying, "Son, what are you doing? Where's that pit in the ground?" Well, I'm going to tell you what, this is going to be a whole lot easier. So we got a good bed of coals, hickory and oak. We have our Inky Joe's barbecue sauce. I am going to go over and you're going to watch me use what I call a swab stick. And it's basically just a piece of cheesecloth on a stick. We're going to swab these chicken halves and let them cook a little bit. And periodically, I will baste these chicken halves like this, but they have marinated. That marinating overnight adds a lot of flavor. But see how this is not your thick barbecue sauce. This is a thin sauce. We'll turn them about every 15 or 20 minutes. It won't take long for that oak and hickory wood to do its trick. Well, folks, here is one of our chicken halves. I've already kind of tested that out with a fork. Let's cut into this and see what, see. Oh, it's very tender. Oh, yeah. Old school barbecue chicken. Let's just put a little extra sauce right on there, a little of that Inky Joe's sauce. Folks, I think my dad would be proud of this. Barbecue chicken the old school way. Hope you enjoyed our little cooking segment this week. Folks, this segment was brought to us by Gearhead Archery, Smoke in Tex Electric Smokers, Snaplock Hunting Blinds, YO Ranch Headquarters, Ultramatic Feeders, and Catfish Pro. Tune in next week for some more real-world outdoor adventures right here on A Sportsman's Life.